I thank Senator Ricardo Lara for giving me an opportunity to speak on this issue of healthcare access to the undocumented immigrants. My name is Grace O, and I speak here today on behalf of American Nurse Association. With the growing immigrants population in the USA, this challenges the current American healthcare system by creating multidimensional bioethical issues. Today, I would like to talk to you about emerging issue of providing healthcare access for the undocumented immigrants and its impact on nursing practice. Undocumented immigrants refer to a non-citizen who entered the USA illegally without the proper authorization and documents. This term also refers to a non-citizen who violates the term of their visa or overstays the time limits. The recent reports estimate that there are 11.2 million of the undocumented immigrants living in the USA. These reports also estimate 71% of this population is uninsured due to their legal status, language, cultural, or economic barrier. This becomes a challenge for healthcare utilization and treatment adherence in this population. On the other hand, the opponent is against the entitlement of providing healthcare access to the undocumented immigrants because this population violates the rule of law in the USA. Also, the opponent points out the undocumented immigrants put budgetary burden in healthcare system. Thus, instead of providing healthcare access to the undocumented population, they claim that it is just to expand healthcare for the citizen and permanent residents. However, as you point out on your bill known as the Health for All Act, the recent research point out immigrants, and particularly undocumented immigrants, tend to use healthcare services at lower rate than American citizens. In addition, undocumented immigrants contribute to the state or local taxation more than the use of their healthcare coverage. Immigration and healthcare issues are the chronic issue, respectively. For a chronic issue, there is no ultimate solution. We can only manage the signs and symptoms while preventing from aggravating of current condition. Therefore, it is significant to find an agreement to control healthcare issue of the existing undocumented immigrants through systemic reformation. Furthermore, it is also important to prevent potential undocumented immigrants by strengthening law and system. ANA believes the role and responsibility of the nurses to advocate for the care of individuals, families, communities, and population regardless of their legal status. However, currently there is no agreements made among the federal, state, local, and institutional administration, which put healthcare providers, including nurse and nurse practitioners, to make this difficult decision under the uncertain situation. For this reason, ANA suggests 3 key recommendations as follows. First, the federal, state, and local administrations should establish an agreement for providing healthcare access to the undocumented immigrants. The issue of uncompensated healthcare costs is more related to the problem of lacking clear allocation of healthcare costs rather than undocumented immigrants. Secondly, that agreement has to include expanding healthcare access to this most vulnerable population because this can bring positive changes in the current healthcare system by increasing the primary care utilization. Increase in primary care utilization will lead to healthcare cost reduction, disease prevention, and health promotion. Third, as a nurse to resolve this problem, ANA will also continuously encourage nurses and nurse practitioners' participation in this policy making to bring positive solution. I believe this mutual effort will ultimately relieve this ethical dilemma in the clinical setting. Thank you for this opportunity to speak on this important topic.